Hello folks, thank you so much for tuning in to my channel today. I will be doing a reading for you. I'm just looking at what deck to use today. Let me see, yeah, this one. Thank you, Spirit. I'm doing a reading today on your deceased loved one or ancestor, and I already have someone coming through. So I may just talk for a little bit before I pull any other cards, but if you haven't been here before, thank you for tuning in. I appreciate if you would hit that like button. It helps YouTube spread this message to other people because their algorithm recognizes that somebody out there likes the content. And it helps to reach the families that are meant to find this message. That being said, I have a very unusual reading today. This gentleman that's coming through, I mean, not that this doesn't happen. I don't mean it's unusual, the message I'm going to give you. It's unusual that I have him coming through in 2 different lifetimes. That's unusual. So let me explain. Oh, thank you, Spirit. They're actually telling me to shuffle cards while I talk. So let me do that. So this gentleman showed me his lifetime, a previous lifetime that I'm guessing was in the 1800s. The surrounding the picture that I'm seeing around him indicates that time frame. So that being said, he is very, very tall and thin to the extreme, and he has to duck when he enters any doorway. This man must be at least 7 feet tall, which of course is uncommon in today's world, but particularly back then. He made his early living in what looks to me to be a circus because of his unusual height. And I'm not making this up. I can't make this stuff up, y'all. I swear I cannot make this stuff up that comes through. Anyway, and so in this, he didn't do this all of his life, but he's telling me the story about this time in his life. Thank you, Spirit. Where he did this because obviously he had to make money somehow, and you know, he was paraded in front of people, and he was had a very lonely life because he because of his uniqueness. He had a very lonely life, and he did this kind of work not all of his life. I can't get a sense of exactly how long in this particular lifetime, but early to maybe even 40-ish, whatever, 30s, 40s. And then he took on a different profession. He left that and went to doing something with his hands. And I'm not seeing real clearly what this is, but it looks to me like maybe something with leather, like making leather work. He also, whatever this profession was, and I don't really think this is relative to the story, but since I'm getting it, who knows, you may relate to an ancestor by sharing this. So he's showing me something where he works with his hands that is both practical and also artistic. In other words, because my late brother also did that. He made practical things, like he made a sheath for knives or belts or those kinds of things, but he also did artistry. He would take a picture and then make that picture imprinted into leather, something very artistic. So that's what they're showing me, is he did something practical with his profession, but also he had an artistic side. And then fast forward to his more recent lifetime, where, and this is very odd because I'm not sure that this second incarnation of his, he may in fact still be alive in this second incarnation. I'm not clear that this second well, he may have had 100 incarnations, but what I'm saying is the 2 that this soul is showing me, I'm not even sure that that soul has passed over. He may be showing me present time, so I want to be clear about that. The reason he's showing me all of this is to tell the story of the person this message is meant to find. in his previous life, when he worked in the, I'm going to call it the circus, I'm not sure what it was, but it appears like that. Obviously, he was made fun of, he was taken advantage of because of his uniqueness. And the man that he worked for, who ran this circus, took advantage of that, took advantage of him, did not treat him with respect, did not treat him with dignity at all. And there's karma to be paid for that. It is essentially the message here, simplifying it, but there is karma. And so what he's showing me now, because of that, fast forward into the current life or this most recent life. I'm not certain, again, if this soul is still in this new body. He came in, two things about this. He came into a new body and was so traumatized by this previous life experience that he went to the other extreme. He went from being very tall and lean to a small person body. And I apologize, I do not intend to offend anyone. I don't know the proper term for that. I know there is one, so please forgive me. But it's, you know, a very, very short person with, you know, the little bit larger head and small body. And I apologize again, please. I don't mean any disrespect at all. I just don't know the term for it. But he came into that body, and I believe this body was not particularly healthy. So the man, and I hope you're following this story, the man that he worked for in the previous lifetime is now the parent of him in this lifetime, in this, I'm going to call it frail, more frail body, because I do have a sense that this is not a healthy body. And that this man is now, his karma for how he treated this man in the previous lifetime is to take care of him now, or again, if this was recent past, that he had to take care of him in this other incarnation. So, whew, that was a big, long, complicated story, wasn't it? So, hey guys, you know, welcome to my world. Okay, Spirit, thank you. All right, they're just telling me to cut once. So, if you haven't been here before, what I typically do is well, more recent readings, I don't even pull cards for them. They just come in, and then I pull cards for you so that you can get a message, or this tells about your story so that you know this particular one was your ancestor. But this is such a very distinct message. I'm not sure why Spirit wants me to pull cards, but I'm going to see what comes through here that may help the person who this message is meant for. Let me be clear. So let me tune in just a second here and see what's coming through. And more. Okay, thank you. And they're saying 3 more. Okay. And then let me see what's at the bottom. Oh, you can't see those. Sorry, guys. You know, when I'm at the cabin here, I don't have a regular setup, so bear with me. And I'm working here a lot now, so this is the way it's going to be for a while. I am getting high-speed internet. I'm looking forward to that, but it won't be till next month. So hopefully you can see that. Let's see what's at the bottom of the deck. Okay, all right, all right. All right. So, oh, you cannot see that. Let me just show it to you. There we go, 4 Pentacles. So, let's see. You are, now I'm talking to the person, the father that this soul is talking about. That's the father of this, this newer incarnation here. That's, I feel, who this message is about and who we're talking about. So I think that you are an entrepreneur of some kind. You, because of this karma situation that was created, this 7 of Wands is telling me that you've had to defend and protect and stand your take a higher ground because of this child. It's just kind of what I'm getting from this card is that, you know, again, people can be cruel and they make fun of others, which is, it's just, I don't even have words. I don't understand it. But it's caused this, you know, situation of having a child like this has caused you to have to really take a stand many times with people and defend your child and your position. Again, I mean, this is just straight up karma, folks, coming through. Let it be a lesson, people. Yeah, I mean, that's the Wheel of Fortune means a lot of things, but in this case, what I'm getting off of, even before I looked over and it was connecting with the card, that's just straight up karma for me. What goes around comes around, folks. The Wheel of Fortune, and so it's just reiterating the same message that, but the Wheel of Fortune also tells me, because it's a turning 180 degrees. It's telling me that you're fixing this karma, that you're satisfying this karma, that you're putting that behind you because of what you've done and how you've cared for this child, this soul. Pardon me. The Queen of Pentacles. Yes, you have genuinely loved this soul now. You know, we don't, most people anyway, don't remember their past lifetimes unless you've had the privilege of that. Which I have, thankfully, but you know, it's all about being in the moment anyway, because we can't change any of that. So Spirit is just acknowledging that you did love this child, that you took a difficult situation and you could have acted. The message I'm getting is you could have acted the same way this time around as you did last time, but you didn't. You made a different choice. Divine intervention helped with that. This situation has taken a great deal of patience on your part. It's taken a lot out of you, but it's also given you a lot. Divine, this was all orchestrated by the divine. It's also been expensive for you, this caring for this child. Also, because I keep feeling this child also had health problems, or does, if he, and I do feel it's a he child, a male child. Yeah, I just keep hearing that this child is physically burdened with challenges and you know, health challenges. But somehow you have maintained your love throughout this, and this is just Spirit giving me another message. Because again, I'm not doing a love reading here, folks. These cards are not always interpreted the way they are typically when I do a reading like this. I feel the energy, and then sometimes the cards match, and sometimes, you know, it's one little thing off the card that connects, or sometimes not, you know, but it's the energy of the card, and the energy is different than in like a love reading or something. So anyway, it just is telling me that this it is from your soul. I'm feeling and hearing from a soul level. This is satisfied. This is a wish come true, that you learned your lesson. You came full circle. You did the right thing. You did the right thing. That's just the ultimate message here by caring for this child and loving this child. Here again, I'm getting judgment is, you know, a lot of things. It's, to me, I often see this again as karma, but it's also a rebirth. It's an awakening. So they're affirming, if you will, that because of this situation, that this child was, in fact, this soul, this child as it came in this body, was a gift to you. It was a spiritual gift that helped you to awaken, helped your soul to get on track, or back on track, or awaken, or reawaken, whatever. That this soul coming back, and the two of you coming together, was all about that for you. And that you took this, Spirit is telling me with this card that, you know, well, it's a twofold message. You took the mission seriously. You've been working hard and diligently. You've been watching not only your own situation with the child, but you are aware that you have grown, and they're acknowledging that big time. You took this and you ran with it, so to speak, but you took it to heart. You didn't just see it as a challenge in life. You were able to, not in the beginning, but eventually see this as a spiritual journey, not just a challenge. You were able to see that there were many opportunities for growth for you as a soul, and they're acknowledging that. Spirit is acknowledging that and praising you for that, because not everybody would have made that choice. And also, it's the second message is it's saying that you see, you know, and they're affirming that you planted seeds back here in this other lifetime with this man. You know, let me finish my sentence. You planted seeds that then came to fruition in this lifetime and what you're dealing with. So back to that karma. And I'm feeling strongly that this message today is for everybody. It's not just for this person. And I haven't gotten a message like this before, but I just go with it, folks, when I get it. And trust. I have a great deal of trust in this process. I'm just here delivering the message. This is not me at all. This is just Spirit coming through here. So I feel this message is for everybody, that this is a very concrete example of what karma can look like, what, you know, in our everyday lives. And we take things so for granted. You know, it's those small things that we do or don't do. It's how we treat people and how we respect or don't respect, or how we acknowledge or don't acknowledge, how we, you know, even if it's just a smile to somebody who's different than us, or who's, you know, we don't understand, we don't know, from a different culture maybe, you don't know what's going on. You have no idea where the future, here's the message, where the future of that interaction will end up, which is exactly what this is saying. We don't know. So the message is, be kind in every moment to everyone you encounter, because that is being kind to yourself, ultimately, as this story portrays. So that is it today. That's a big message, y'all. I hope that you stayed to the end and got the punchline here. Again, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate your value, your time. And if you would, please hit that like button. Again, that just tells YouTube and that you like the content, that you want more of it, and it pushes it out to a broader audience so they can find the message. Thank you all so much. I'm wishing you all many, many blessings, and I'll see you again soon. Thank you. Bye-bye.